Hey, I'm Stephen Yarbrough, Chief Tax Officer. Over the past 20 years as a CPA, I've worked at the Big Four, as an IRS agent, and as the head of a tax department of a CPA firm focused exclusively on tech startups. So I've prepared, audited, and reviewed hundreds of R&D tax credits. But I've also seen that startups often miss out on thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars of savings in the form of unclaimed R&D tax credits. The complex R&D rules were evolved over the past 40 years for a credit that was historically intended to incentivize large, profitable multinational corporations to bring back high-tech jobs and innovation into the United States. Congress didn't do this just to be nice. The more tech jobs and innovation in the United States means more taxable profits in the United States in the future. So I'm always encouraging companies to claim the maximum credit that's due to them. But the problem was, for decades, the R&D tax credit only benefited companies that had taxable profits. But in 2015, Congress recognized that startups were innovating and creating more high-tech jobs than anyone else. So they created the R&D payroll tax credit election for qualified small businesses, which means high-tech startups could suddenly access massive savings, up to $250,000 of payroll tax savings a year. In 2017, the first year that people could actually file for this payroll credit, most smaller tax preparers were neither equipped nor familiar with the R&D credit in order to bring this to their clients. Larger firms scramble to adapt their old school, time-consuming and labor-intensive and expensive traditional R&D tax credit studies to startup companies. But we decided to approach this problem differently. We focus exclusively on eligible startups, which narrows the scope of the regulations that generally apply to only to older companies. And our software simplifies and automates almost all of the data collection, analysis, and computation that ends up taking so much time and costing so much money when other firms do this manually. And we play nice with your existing accountant. Even if they're not familiar with R&D credits, we'll give them a completed R&D tax credit form to attach to your return, and we'll give them step-by-step instructions to make it super easy for them to e-file your return with the credit. A startup may currently be eligible for this payroll credit if they had less than $5 million of revenue in 2019 and they earned no income or interest prior to 2015, regardless of when they incorporated. We know how important it is for startups to find savings and to extend their runway, especially now in these challenging times. Thanks.